because when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. Hi, my name is Cherie, and this is Life is Cherry. Hi guys, welcome back. I decided today that I am going to fly solo and just give you a few of my thoughts today. I've had something that's been on my mind quite a bit lately, and something that through the years I've really struggled with, and so I just thought that today I would bring it up, and it could be something that hopefully you guys could learn from as well, and maybe get past in your life and be able to move forward with. When I was younger, I really struggled with my self-worth, and I didn't really realize who I was, because I always believed that the things on the exterior were the things that needed to change for me to have a better life, for me to understand my worth. I struggled with friends through junior high and high school. I got picked on. I wasn't the most popular person. I had frizzy hair, glasses. I wasn't exactly everybody's cup of tea. And it forced me to really look inside myself and find a greater strength than what I knew was possible for myself. And so today I would just want to have you guys take a moment. I want you guys to imagine yourselves, okay? I want you to imagine yourselves in a circle of people and things. You're right in the very center of all these things surrounding you, okay? And as you look out, you notice there's people, you notice that there's situations, you notice that there's places. All these things are surrounding you while you're in the middle. As you look down, you notice that you have a bunch of ropes that are tied around you. You're completely tied up by these ropes. And you start to notice that all of these ropes that are tying you up are actually tied to something else as well. So as you're looking around, you notice that these ropes are actually tied to the things that are outside surrounding you in this circle. I want to make sure that you guys are reflecting on your own lives and putting yourself in these situations. I want you to imagine that the things that these ropes are tied to are things that you're connected to, people that you're connected to, situations that you're connected to, places that you're connected to. I don't want it to be about me, because my situations, the people that surround me are very different in my life. But I want you to just imagine possibly, and I'm going to give you an idea of who these ropes are tied to. Imagine the last conversation or the last person that you talked to, and they caused hurt feelings within your heart, within your soul. And this person could be a spouse, this person could be a family member, this could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be your boss. Anybody in your life who doesn't make you feel quite worthy of things. That's who I want you to imagine these ropes are tied to. I also want you to imagine situations, because we all have these situations that we just believe, okay, if I make it to this level, if I make it past this situation, then I could be happier. If I can make it past this one thing in my life, then I could find joy. I could really believe that I am worth something if this situation would pass in my life. I want you to imagine these ropes are tied to those situations. Those things that constantly are eating at your soul. I want you to imagine that those are some of those things that those ropes are tied to. Then I also want you to imagine the environments that you place yourself in, these environments that cause you hurt and pain and sorrow. I want you to imagine that those environments are also tied to the end of these ropes. then imagine as you look around and you see all these different faces, all these different situations, all of these different environments that cause your soul hurt, that cause your worth to diminish. I want you to realize that the reason why you're standing in the center is because you're actually in a hot air balloon. And you're standing in this hot air balloon, but you have all these things holding you down, and you feel the weight of these things. And all you want more than anything is to soar up in the sky, to be able to reach the highest heights in your life, the better pieces of your life. You want to be able to touch them, to feel them. But you can't because you have all these things that are holding on to you, that are weighing you down. And you're looking around and you're wondering, if they would just let go of me, then I could soar. If that situation would change, then I could soar. If these environments would change, then I would find joy and I could soar through the clouds. And as you're looking around, feeling the weight of all of these things, all of these issues in your life, all of these things that are making your self-worth feel low, making you feel like you're worth nothing, I want you to realize that from their perspective, from those situations' perspectives, there's no rope. You call down to your boss that constantly puts you down and you say, let go of the rope. And your boss looks up at you and says, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no rope. You're here because you want to be here. And in that moment, you realize that those people, those situations, those environments that you are connected to, that you're tied to, won't change for you because they do not see the rope. It's not there. They're not tied to it because they want to be tied to it. You're tied to it because you allow it to be tied to you. So you can wait, hope, dream that these things will change, that they will get better. But really, when it comes down to it, you've got to realize that you are the one who can make the change. You're the one who can untie that rope and let it go. I'm not saying that these things are going to be easy, because I've dealt with some very hard things in my life, and it took a lot of time and effort for me to get through those things. But when I've gotten through those things, I was able to untie that rope and toss it over the edge and raise a little bit higher each time I do. It is worth it for you to figure out for yourself how to untie yourself from those things. It is worth it. The problem is you cannot move forward. You cannot see your worth if you're constantly waiting for somebody else to show you the way. For some reason, you are holding on to those things. And for some reason, you won't untie that rope. That person that constantly tears you down, you might make an excuse and say, well, I get paid really well, so I'll take that hurt. I'll take that demeaning relationship because I have these great things over here. Why should I take this other thing away from myself when it brings me good money? For some reason, we hold on to situations. For some reason, we hold on to issues that we're going through because it serves us for some reason in our life. And maybe it could be that possibly you feel that victim mentality, and people seem to care for you because you're going through a hard time and you like to be cared for. That can happen too. So I like to reflect on what Roy T. Bennett said. I'm not sure who that is actually, but it's just a quote that I had seen passed around on social media. But it says, accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Look around, imagine all of those things that are holding you down. Imagine those people, those situations, those environments that are weighing you down, that are holding you in that place. It's not going to be easy. But if you work one by one and untie each of those people, each of those situations, and remove yourself from those environments, you're going to be able to fly. Sometimes it can be scary thinking about what it might mean to fly, because it's new, it's different, it's change, it's scary. But how will you ever know what it feels like to fly if you never allow yourself to try? Imagine being able to remove all of those ropes that are held tight to you. Not because they changed, but because you made a change within yourself. You made a change not to let that one friend who constantly tears you down to be a part of your life anymore. You guys, I had to give up one of my best friends growing up because I realized that she wasn't good for me in my life. She was constantly tearing me down, and I didn't even realize that. I didn't even know it. I actually thought she needed me more than I needed her. But she wasn't serving me and my purpose in life anymore. She was there for a reason for my life at that time, but sometimes you just have to let those people go. There's situations in my life, even arguments I've been in with my husband, that keep cycling around over and over again. And you want to be right, you want to prove your point so much that it doesn't matter how much it hurts your soul or the person that you love. And there might be past situations that play into that. But if you untie yourself from all of that, that burden is gone, and you can grow to a higher place in your relationship by letting those things go. Untie yourself from those things that are holding you down. If you keep showing up in environments that are not good environments, get yourself out of those environments. Untie yourself from those environments. Because once you understand and know what it feels like to fly, you'll never walk again. Or maybe you touch ground again to pull somebody else to help them learn how to fly. So Oprah Winfrey one time said, and I just think that this is actually just such an amazing thing to think about. But we all have decisions in our life. We all have things that will either bring us up, bring us down, bring us sideways. But make sure the decisions you make will bring you up, that help you see your worth. Oprah Winfrey says, only make decisions that support your self-image, self-esteem, and self-worth. Make those decisions so you can see your worth, so you can know your worth. Because when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. And just imagine the heights that you will reach when you surround yourself with good people who see and know your worth. When you surround yourself with situations that build your worth and improve your worth and your self-image. You'll also be able to be in environments that will build you up and will encourage you to build others up. We were meant for so much more in this world. We were meant for so much more than feeling worthless and being let down. You are worth it. And until you see your worth, look around and figure out what you are being held down to, what you are tied to, because you deserve to see your true worth and fly. Imagine how beautiful the world is when you can see it from up above, when you have a different viewpoint in life and you can actually see your worth and say, I deserve this. This is for me. And this isn't a selfish thing. This is just realizing that you are worth more than you've ever given yourself credit for. I constantly, when I was younger, I looked for validation outside myself. And then until the day came where I actually saw my worth and knew that I was meant for greater things, I would constantly be stuck in those situations. Do you want to be stuck in the middle of all these things weighing you down? Or do you want to take a samurai sword and cut them all off and say, I am free, I see my worth, and I am ready to do amazing things? Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to see your worth. Because guess what? It doesn't matter what other people think of you. It doesn't matter what situations you're going through when you know your worth and that you can make it through those things. Anyways, I hope that you guys know your worth and know your value. Know that you can accomplish amazing things, because that was something that was really hard for me to understand. And I know, especially as women, as we go throughout different struggles in our lives, and I mean, this is something that we've got to be okay with throughout all of our lives. But know that you are meant for amazing things and reach those goals. Go after those things that will bring you up. You deserve it. You deserve to know your worth, and you deserve to reach those goals that you have. So I have a few exciting things that are going to be coming into play the next couple weeks. Definitely join us for Fitness Friday today, and also every Monday morning I'm just going to do a 5 to 20 minute thought to maybe help motivate you guys to reach your goals or live a better life. Live your best life today. I'm sharing this information with you because these are things that I've changed in my life, and you guys, it is worth it. Choose to live every day intentionally and live it to better your life, because your kids will be better for it. Your husband or your wife will be better for it. Your friends will be better for it. Be the example for yourself. Understand your worth and that you are meant for great things. If there was any gift that I could give to the world, to people that I love, this would be it. understand your worth, because you are limitless when you have that understanding. Love you guys. You guys have an amazing day and an amazing weekend, and keep working on those goals and keep bettering yourself, because life is amazing, and don't take any day for granted. Make every moment, every day count. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.